He was a stray, a brindle-coated pup with a stub of a tail and no name. He had no pedigree, no papers, no place in war. But history often finds room for those who never asked to be part of it. In the summer of 1917, he wandered onto the training grounds of the 102nd Infantry Regiment at Yale University. The soldiers welcomed him, but one man, Private James Robert Conroy, saw more than a mascot. He saw a companion. Conroy named him Stubby, taught him to salute, and kept him close. Stubby joined the drills, learned the bugle calls, and marched beside the men. He didn't belong by regulation, but he belonged by heart. When deployment came, Stubby wasn't left behind. Conroy smuggled him aboard the troop ship bound for France, tucked under his coat. When they arrived, Stubby was discovered by a commanding officer. But instead of reprimand, there was a pause and a paw raised in salute. Stubby had learned the gesture back at camp. The officer smiled. Stubby stayed. For 18 months on the Western Front, Stubby didn't charge or retreat. He endured. Early in the war, a mustard gas attack left Stubby injured, lungs raw, eyes scorched. From then on, he could detect the gas before it spread. He'd dash through the trenches, barking warnings so soldiers could mask up before it was too late. To protect him, the regiment had a gas mask made, tailored for a dog who had earned his place in the line. Stubby wore it proudly, not as armor, but as proof he belonged. He alerted his regiment to incoming shells, led medics to the wounded, and once, it said, apprehended a German spy. The man had wandered close, speaking German, sketching Allied trench lines. Stubby lunged, clamped down, and held him until help arrived. The spy's name is lost to time. Stubby's wasn't. He was promoted to sergeant on the spot, the only dog in U.S. history to earn rank through combat. Stubby was wounded twice, hit by shrapnel to the chest and leg. He recovered in a field hospital, spending his days visiting other injured soldiers. Stubby didn't just heal, he helped others heal. But Stubby's strength didn't come from training. It came from love, from the unwavering bond with Conroy, the man who taught him to salute, who stood beside him in drills, in trenches, in silence. Stubby stayed, not out of duty, but devotion. He belonged to the men. He understood their fear, and through instinct and affection, he endured because they did. He wasn't bred for battle. He was built for loyalty. And sometimes, loyalty is stronger than armor. After the war, Stubby came home, not to silence or obscurity, but to parades and headlines. He marched with veterans, led troops down Fifth Avenue, met 3 U.S. presidents, Woodrow Wilson, Warren G. Harding, and Calvin Coolidge. At Georgetown University, where Conroy studied law, Stubby became the football team's mascot, nudging the ball across the field at halftime and charming crowds. He received 9 medals, including one from General John J. Pershing. He was made a lifetime member of the American Legion, the Red Cross, and the YMCA. He died on March 16, 1926, in Conroy's arms. Not from battle wounds, not from age alone, but likely from the war that never quite left his lungs. Stubby had endured mustard gas, shrapnel, and the weight of war. In the end, he was held by the man who first gave him shelter and never let go. His remains are preserved at the Smithsonian's National Museum of American History. In 2018, a statue of Stubby was raised at the Connecticut Trees of Honor Memorial in Middletown, the crooked tail forever standing tall. Children still learn his name. Historians still honor his record. And strangers, even now, salute the memory of a dog who didn't know war, but chose to stand in it. He didn't gallop. He didn't fly. But in the muddied silence of battle, Stubby stood and saluted back. Stubby never sought a place in history, but history made room for him.